Hey guys, it's PMHK here obviously, and in this video we're gonna be talking about load shedding. Now Eskom has been cutting the power for the past I think 2 to 3 weeks because they're implementing the stage 4 load shedding because they cannot keep all of us connected for reasons that we're not going to be discussed in this video. But in this video we're going to be talking about how I'm managing to survive the stage 4 load shedding. So we're going to start first of all with the application that Eskom released for us to at least try and manage the load shedding, because knowing when the electricity will go exactly actually helps you to plan what you have to do. I personally didn't know that this application was out, so the previous week have been a little bit tough for me because I would maybe decide to shoot and a couple of minutes later the electricity would go. I would decide to edit and a couple of minutes later the electricity would decide to go. Now if I had this app back then, I was actually gonna be able to manage my time properly. So the name of the application is Eskom SE Push. I'm gonna obviously link everything that needs to be linked down in the descriptions for you guys to be able to go check it out. Really, if I knew that this application existed, my life was going to be way easier than it was this past 2-3 weeks. So as I'm saying, this is the application. I actually really like the simplicity of the application itself. It's funny because this is a government application and sometimes this application can be really tricky to use, but this one is really straightforward. So you would have your tabs down there. You have your status, you have chat. This is to chat with people around your area. You have focus, and then you have info. The most important part of this application is actually the status, where you can go and find your suburb. Like let's say you stay in Bruma, you'll type Bruma and then you would select Bruma and see the load shedding planned for that area. Now I stay in settled in, and if I go inside the app, it's going to actually show me when the load sheddings are planned, and this was planned 5 days ago, which might actually change. Hopefully it's going to change. So today there was no load shedding at all, and tomorrow there's a load shedding stage 3 and stage 4 planned for 4 to 8. So this is on Friday. So knowing that electricity will go at these times, it actually helps me plan in advance. It helps me charge my devices, which you're going to talk about these devices just now. Now this is Eskom SE Push. This is the application that Eskom obviously released to help us manage the load shedding accordingly. So next is obviously keeping your devices juiced up. The thing that I actually do to make sure that my devices are all full of power or are all full in terms of battery is I normally charge them. I just charge them even when they're 99%. I charge them just to make sure they're actually juiced up. But obviously with the Eskom SC Push application, knowing when the electricity will go, you know that you would probably need to charge your devices at a certain time before the electricity goes. Now I also use these power banks for when actually the devices that I have kept juiced up run out of battery. Now this power bank, I've been having this specific one for over 4 years. Is really strong one. This was one of the new additions that I have made to the collection, and I actually like the build quality of this. I featured it in one of my videos, which I'm going to have linked in the description. Then we have this tiny one. So this one here is a 10,000 milliamp battery, as well as this one also is a 10,000 milliamp battery, and this small one here is a 6,000 milliamp battery. Now this guys here will charge my iPhone around about 4 times, and this one around 2 times the iPhone. Now when it comes to charging the iPad and the MacBook Pro that I have here, you're going to find a little bit of difficulty charging with these power banks because they don't support the kind of current that these devices would need for you to charge them. You can use them to keep them charged, but when it comes to actually charge them while you're using it, you're going to find a problem. And for that, I'm going to link a couple of other batteries that you can actually use to charge your iPad Pro if you own an iPad Pro, and you can also use them to charge the MacBook Pro, but it will only charge the new MacBook Pros that come with the USB connectivity. Now, if you own a PC and also you need internet connection, as I need here, I have a desktop PC right there, and I have the internet router somewhere around the house. What you can use for that is a UPS. Now, UPS is stands for an uninterrupted power supply. Normally, how it works is while there is electricity, that device will charge itself, and as soon as the electricity goes, you will be using the battery that is normally found inside the UPS. Now, the transition is actually really seamless, that sometimes you wouldn't even notice that the electricity has gone if your lights maybe were off. Now, that device will allow you to keep your PC on and will also allow you to keep your internet on while the electricity is gone. And obviously the electricity is really not going for that long of a time, because as I showed you guys on the Eskom app, the electricity will go tomorrow, Friday, from 4 to 8:30. And at this time, most people are actually at work, so they're really not going to be impacted at that much. Now, one bonus of being in the Apple ecosystem, and this is something my friend DK Def also mentioned on his video, kind of related to this video. I'm gonna maybe link his channel down in the description if you guys want to check something else regarding the load shedding. Now, if you're in an Apple ecosystem, you can actually seamlessly switch tasks between the device. Now, let's say if I had a Apple iMac desktop, if I start a task there on the Mac on the desktop, and let's say that application is also maybe in my mobile device, I would be able to continue on the mobile device. Or maybe if the same application is on the iPad, I would also be able to continue on the iPad. So if electricity goes there and the UPS is out, you are seamlessly able to continue the same task on your MacBook. And if also it happens that your MacBook also dies, maybe you're still going to be able to continue the same task on your iPad. And if for an unfortunate reason the iPad also dies and you still have the same application on your iPhone, you'll be able to continue that on the iPhone. Now, I'm sure that Windows PC also has that, but in terms of how it works, I really think the Apple ecosystem would work much better when it comes to that. Now, what to do when actually you happen to be home and electricity goes. Now, what I normally do is, if I'm not editing a video, I'm obviously most of the time watching a series. Now, what I do is I have actually some other applications might have, but I mainly use Netflix. And what I do is I make sure I have series downloaded for use offline, so that when the electricity is gone, I can use those I can actually view those same series or what's or not offline, which is actually a plus. Now, I'm sure other applications also, other video stream application would also have this feature of you being able to download it and watch online. I know for sure that DSTV Now app does that, but I don't really mainly use that one. I'm mainly using Netflix. As you can see, I have a couple of shows that are here. I have the Turn Up Charlie show, I have the Blue Exorcist, this is an anime, and I have another anime here, and I have The Walking Dead. Now, The Walking Dead season 8, I really haven't watched that, and tomorrow, definitely, if I'm not busy when the electricity goes, I'm just have to come here to download it, and then you click on whatever you want to watch, and you can watch them straight without being connected to the internet. And this is worst case scenario where you don't have power on your UPS. If you own a UPS and your main desktop is off, then if you're not doing anything and you want to keep entertained, you can just come to the Netflix app and binge watch whatever show you have set to be downloaded offline. Now this will be it for this video. Obviously, if you like the video, make sure you give this video a thumbs up. If you're not already subscribed to the channel, make sure you go and you subscribe to the channel. We just reached 1,500 subscribers on the 28th of March, and you can always be one of those subscribers if you feel like you like the kind of content that I produce for you guys. And that will be it for this video. I guess I will check you guys on my next one. Peace.